When you join NBOA, you're swimming with the current. If you're not a member of NBOA, you're swimming against the current.
You need to know what other schools are doing. You have to keep abreast of all the new information, the latest technology, the new laws. You need to be able to meet other people that are in the industry.
I need to be providing the best business leadership and best business practices I possibly can. And NBOA certainly helped me with that.
The job is much more complex, and I think having the National Business Officers Association as a partner in a complex world is essential.
One thing that I'm always amazed about is that you go into these things thinking, I'm the only school in the country that has this issue, and you realize that after talking with your peers, like, I'm not alone, and that other people have the same concerns.
It's just nice to know that there are other business managers out there all over the United States and world, but that I can email or call, even if it's just to listen to an issue.
We're spread all over the country, yet we can interact, and we're all like we're part of the same team.
Business officers are expected to be knowledgeable about a lot of things, in-depth knowledge about a lot of things. And so to do that, you have to have a lot of tools in your toolbox, else you can't possibly know enough.
I think one of the things that's most important about NBOA is the credibility and resources it gives you when you need to have a tough discussion with your head of school or with your board of directors.
I think for any school head that wants to do their best, it's absolutely essential. It's important that the head and the CFO are able to provide thoughtful, clear responses to our families that are looking for where is our money going and how is that impacting my child. Finance is no longer the only draw for membership of NBOA, but rather more HR directors, IT directors, and facilities staff can also now find that NBOA is serving their needs.
The entire school has a membership, and because now there are different tracks in NBOA, it just spreads that wealth of knowledge through other parts of the school.
If I didn't have NBOA, my job would be a lot harder. I don't want to reinvent the wheel every single day. There are so many people in my position or in a similar position at other schools all around the country. NBOA is a great facilitator of those conversations.
The NBOA website is great. It's a database, it has libraries, it has forms, it has policies, it has handbook samples.
The Career HQ job board has not only helped me with things like refreshing the job descriptions of people on my team, but has also helped me, frankly, find successful candidates for my school.
Net Assets is a magazine that NBOA puts out 6 times a year. I get it, my assistant gets it. And we read it so that we can stay abreast of all the changes within the industry. I'm looking for common sense language, and Net Assets provides that to me.
Jeff Shields' Bottom Line that comes out periodically is a great source for an overview of things that are going on both within NBOA and also nationwide.
If you're thinking of it or if you thought of it, someone else probably already has. There may already be that job description, that policy, a worksheet to figure that out. You don't have to recreate the wheel.
It's important that the people on my staff are able to anticipate the problems before they arise, are able to then figure out the alternatives, the solutions that are necessary. And I think NBOA supports that level of thought leadership.
I get paid to be paranoid and worry about the things that are coming down the road 5-10 years from now. And that's a big value of coming to this conference and being a part of NBOA.
So the speakers are great. I think that it allows us to focus instead on more strategically, big picture, look at the organization and the industry from that kind of 40,000-foot view. They also bring in really interesting speakers. Last year with Doris Kearns Goodwin about what's so important in building effective teams and management structures.
I mean, there are always national caliber folks. Michael Horn a few years ago was a key one for me.
Sal Khan was just incredible. That was so life-changing, honestly, to hear. I think he's got a lot of information and best practices that we can share, so it was so great that NBOA brought him here.
Yes, it makes a difference because you get inspired, and when you're inspired, you're motivated.
NBOA has made a real concerted effort to become really the leader in this area, the use of technology for professional development. The system basically allows you to go online, to check in on the NBOA site, to go to the listserv, to ask questions, to go to the webinars, to receive professional development training.
In the last 6 months, I've brought on 2 new people. One of the first things I did was make sure they had a login to the website and that they were on the listserv. It didn't take long for them to start quoting NBOA recommendations to me.
I think I'm beginning to be known as Mr. NBOA, and it's getting to the point now, before they come to me with a question, they'll go to the website.
The NBOA staff is phenomenal. There are many people who've been in our shoes. They've been at the schools, and they have the expertise, and they also have training beyond the schools to really help us. And that's a valuable resource.
I had a tremendously difficult employee situation. I knew I had resources here at NBOA, and I was able to call their Vice President of Legal Affairs, and she was able to walk me through the whole process.
I've had issues that I didn't know were an issue, and you find out through NBOA, through a seminar, through something on the listserv, that it's something you need to pay attention to. I feel like they have everybody's back because they are thinking about what it is you need to be worrying about.
If I had to describe NBOA in one word, it'd be fantastic.
I would use the word supportive.
Invaluable.
Best practices.
Amazing.
Strategic.
Collaborative.
One word, for me, a godsend.